Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess. We're playing 10-5 against Kakarahan. White today. And I woke up earlier than usual today, and I had an epiphany. Really? Isn't this good? I don't know, I guess I can bishop block. That's sort of weird. Let's just go here. My epiphany was I found something tying together all of my losses, which is that I played them at night, just like all my other games. So I figured I'll play a game in the morning today, and we should be in with a certain victory, right? That's my plan anyway. I'm not much of a morning person. You can probably I'm sure my voice sounds a little different than usual. This is like they put the knight in a pin, but I don't really want to just like move the bishop again. Let's just castle. How bad could it be? Maybe I should do something like this soon. Threaten this pawn, try to develop a center. It's defended. On the other hand, I kind of like being able to do this. Yeah. This pawn being highlighted here. Okay. They do get that knight. Um, but now I think I can like... I guess I can't immediately dislodge him, can I? I'd like to, though. Let's just... No, that's my f-pawn. Don't be stupid. Let's just develop another knight. Where are you going? You're attacking my bishop. Okay, I don't mind doing this. I also, I guess, had that if I want it. They just block with bishop, though, and I don't really want that. I'd rather keep my eyes here. Oh, this knight is also further defending that point. Sure. Yeah, actually, let's just get out of here. That I don't want that knight threatening to take me. Um, Taking away one of my center pawns and getting a bishop for a knight seems like it would be desirable for my opponent. So let's just go here and presumably trade for this bishop. Or I could stick around, I guess. Make them initiate the trade. It is defended after all. Just get out another piece. Do something with my queen. Pawn here. That's my f-pawn. Don't be so... I always forget how important it is. Like, the f-pawn does so much. That's why they call it the forget about it pawn, right? Um, let's maybe just get this guy in here more securely and actually discourage them from trading because they give me the a-file now. It gives my knight the ability to leave if he wants, go here, which is a nice square. They can defend it like so, which probably means I shouldn't do it. I think they'd be perfectly happy to play that move, and then I'd be just wasting a knight move unless I was excited to go here, which I'm not. Unless I were excited, I guess is technically the proper grammatical construction. That's, I never really got the hang of the subjunctive. Okay. Now the bishop will trade. You got me. Pawn here? This has defended several times, but it's still a little vulnerable. I guess I have, excuse me, this as a possibility. Yeah, this forces them to react because there is a fork coming. I don't think either major piece really wants to move, so this seems fine. Yeah. I think they maybe should have captured with the knight to avoid this problem. And if they do react with a major piece, I've got this guy in here at least for a bit. It's a good place for him to be. There should be something cool happening as a result, although I'm not sure what. It's just like, you like having knights anchored in the middle of the board, supported by a pawn, not attacked by enemy pawns. They're fearless. And that's just where they like to be. Maybe like this next? Because it's guarded by the knight, if only temporarily. I guess no, that doesn't work because then they can respond this way, and I have to run away with the knight, and that drops this pawn. Here? Sort of threatens this. And also this knight. Yeah, lets me get this break in if I wanted. Which probably wins a pawn. So maybe queen here to try to forestall that threat is the way that you get out of the major piece fork. We really got him thinking with this move. Instead of this, I could consider some queen move to try to develop her, but there's actually, like, this knight is doing a good job of controlling her over here. Okay, yeah. Queen here, but now isn't this good? They can... I don't win a pawn if they go like this, but... Is my bishop happy here? I think he's happy here. It does weaken this pawn a lot, though. Maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, I want this guy stable. So maybe let's just prepare with this. Weakens this pawn some. But it means that then when I play this, I can actually recapture this way and have a reasonable center. But I just don't want to play this. So here, prepares something like this or this. And makes it easier for my queen to maneuver on the queen side, where there aren't all these dang knights around. You're threatening to take this bishop, which I think would be okay with me. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to retake this way, but I can just develop the rook and defend like that. I feel like your two coordinated knights are a bigger problem for me than like losing this bishop. All right, now where to? Kind of has to be here, doesn't it? Sorry, here. This knight's a little vulnerable. Oh, no. That was why this was wrong. I needed the bishop to hang on to this knight. Well, not really. Attacking their knight and also defending mine at the same time. It does cost the f-pawn, which, as we've discussed, is pretty dangerous. Okay. So I missed something here. Like with I didn't see the threat against this knight, and I'm lucky that I found something that seems to work out to defend it. Anyway, we need. Oh, this guy's still stuck. Yeah, huh? Well, hmm. That didn't actually work. Ugh. Okay. Well, I mean, if they do that, I get an open e file, and this threatens the pawn here. I think it's definitely bad for me, but I'll try to make the best of it. And this pawn will be vulnerable as well. Oh, sorry, that'll be my pawn. If they had a pawn here, it would be vulnerable. In fact, it's so vulnerable, I'm capturing it right now. They don't even have to do this, I guess, because I still haven't freed up a spot for my knight. Should I take with queen? No, right? No, I really want this file, I think. And I keep the threat here alive. And also this knight. So maybe something like this is the reply? Which opens up lines into my position as well. Okay, that works too. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's... Yeah, my queen doesn't have many squares, does she? And it has to run away. Whoops. I had all these cool ideas, and this knight just ruins everything. Where to? I mean, probably here, right? She's definitely got the most mobility there. Yeah, when they attacked my bishop, I think I needed... Or, where was that bishop? He was here. I needed to... Well, maybe I needed to react before that happened. I'm not sure. So, what about this? Knight has to move. Or takes, and then the knight has to move. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the goal of all this is. Maybe it's letting me lock down this side. I'm not sure if I actually want that. Oh, knight doesn't have to move. They could do this, I suppose. First. Taking a pretty important open file. Yeah. Maybe this was horrible. I don't know. Let's just hang out over here. No entry for rooks. Okay. I think we can give up now. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously horrible, but it's still down by less than a rook. At my level, there's still definitely a chance to... Oh, no, I'm losing the queen as well. Okay, cool. I think actually they made a mistake here. They shouldn't have taken the rook. Should have taken the queen. Okay. How bad was it, Stockfish? It was pretty bad, right? So much for my morning games. It's interesting. What were we both missing here? It doesn't like this. This must have created some... Yeah. Some vulnerability somewhere, or rather missed missed some tactic that I have, one of the two, because the next couple moves we were both blundering back and forth, suggesting there's some really urgent position that we're both ignoring. I'm not sure what that is. What do I have and what do they have? This? Oh, it was this. Right? Or no? That doesn't quite have the punch it did in the game yet, because they're not yet. Oh, I guess another problem is it takes away my knight's retreat square. Yeah, my knight actually is out of squares. It looks like he has this, but he doesn't. Because that disrupts the bishop defend. Oh, but the knight's not attacked yet. But suppose here, kind of have to play this now, right? And now I have two undefended knights just hanging out there. No, one is undefended because the other is in its way. Ah, of course. The this knight is not currently attacked, but this attacks both of my knights. And the only way to retreat this one is to put it here, hanging this one. I see. So I have to do something about that rather than this move that accomplishes nothing much. That actually ruins things. It doesn't just not accomplish anything, it actively makes this impossible. So, what instead? We could just early retreat with this knight, for example. He seems kind of lost over here. Just not as in like he is being killed, but he just has nothing interesting to do. Um, and it doesn't seem like the pawns are going to open up for him to do anything anytime soon, so he might as well get out of here, I guess. That's probably reasonable. Says that drops half a pawn, huh? They still want to do this. I could retreat with this knight, but I like him a lot more. Bishop here? No. I think this is still crushing. Pawn here? No. There's still the problem that this attacks two of my knights. Here, here. After here, here. Maybe it's okay. But what about this? Now my bishop is already attacked by a pawn. And this attacks two more things. So I would have to do something like this to stay defending this pawn. Then with here I have here, which is pretty uncomfortable, but I don't know. I don't think this is really that great. What's the answer? Really? Why isn't this just absolutely murdering me? Ah, it makes another square for my knight to run to. I see. It anchors him in on the back rank and really embarrasses this rook. Interesting. Now, okay, yeah, by playing this, I gave black the chance to crush me. They didn't take it, but they threatened this, which really, again, I have this problem. But it turns out I actually have it even without this knight move. They don't have to take the bishop. They can just play the tactic immediately. So I wonder if it's still this. Because suppose here, here, here. Okay, we lost the f pawn, but we opened up this rook. Now they try this tactic. They attack both my knights. I run here. This guy's hanging, but I have an attack against the rook, so it's sort of okay. I think that's an interesting idea. No, it hates that. I'd be interested to hear why. Maybe just back up with the bishop? No, because then this tactic works. Yeah, because the knight has nowhere to go. Eh? What do I do? Here? What? Why is this good? Oh, I see. If takes here, they don't actually have this fork. Because I have a knight defending still. So if they kick me away first, I take here, and they have to pick which of these to take. They can't take my knight and my bishop. What? Okay, I guess, yeah. That picks up a pawn and threatens a similarly powerful fork. So if they want, we can trade, or they can take me. But why is taking me okay? Oh, I get out of the fork this way by trading rooks. How weird is that? Well, I also get out by just capturing their knight. Huh. I don't know. Okay. That's an interesting one. I captured here. It says capture with the knight who's vulnerable, you dummy. Yeah. And this was a huge problem, but I was already, like, lost. Um... I'm trying to remember what happened to me as a result of this play. I mean, c takes b4. Yeah, c takes. Right, recaptures, and now this file is in danger. I just shouldn't be opening that up for them. Double here? Says that's fine. Um, it actually seems to prefer rook f1 instead of e1. I'm not totally sure why. Support this pawn somehow. Okay. Well, let's get another game in. Digo 42. Could just castle. Why not? I don't know. Seems fine. Yeah, that does seem like a good move, but I'll just develop a knight instead. Why not? Okay, that locks my knight up pretty well, I guess. Here? Takes, 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 takes. Like, it's sort of defended. Lets me get a bit more center control. Seems exciting. Makes my queen sort of vulnerable because I can follow up with something like this. I don't think I really want her out there. But it lets me do stuff like that, maybe, as well. I mean, this would do the same. Yeah, let's just anchor my pawn in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a similar thing in mind myself. What exactly is the difference in our positions? My opponent hasn't developed as many knights and hasn't castled, but they've got a bishop here and they put a pawn here. Okay, fine. Now the only difference is whether we put a pawn here or a knight here. That's interesting. I don't know what to do anymore. Queen's kind of tied down to this knight. Let's just do this, prepping to kick the bishop. Who doesn't have that many squares? Ooh. Well, now this move would not be correct, because takes, here, 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 would be ruining my king side. But I could do this. And then actually the bishop has to go all the way back here? I sideline my knight, but I make their bishop unhappy as well, I think. Oh, I'll take it. I mean, they get this, but seems fine. I guess my knight starts to have some trouble, doesn't he? I think they should have taken the bishop, because the knight was going to have trouble getting out of there. Whereas the bishop can just back up to here and be fine. Not just here. Well, what if here? No, this is sort of undisruptible. Okay, all the way back then. And their queenside pawns are a little bit messy now, is what we've achieved in exchange for losing the bishop for the knight. This is also weak, which is why they've responded that way, but actually the knight was pinned, so it wasn't really urgent. Do we try to get rid of this bishop? He just runs here. Here, here, here. 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 Now the bishop is actually gonna be lost. Although they do get like a knight for it. The question is this worth totally blowing up my kingside pawns for? Is it blowing them up? I don't think it's that bad. Oh, I guess the bishop can run to here, and then maybe I should not. Good thing I canceled that free move. I think it would be pretty stupid. Now we can move their f-pawn as well. Yeah. See, I planned that. Planned. Hashtag planned. My queen is now free to maneuver if I want. No longer pinned down here. Or I could try to focus on one of these pawns who are weak. Something like this. Yeah. Well, I could wait for them to try to prod me out of the way, but I don't know if they're going to. I think I want to move my queen just to connect rooks, and like probably something good can come of that someday. Here is probably the better place to put her. She has a nice view of this pawn, dissuading the black rook from getting any weird ideas, and defends the bishop in case some tactic emerges. Although I'm planning to move the bishop soon anyway. There. Supporting a knight move here, maybe? I wouldn't be very happy about that. But okay, I don't see anything better than to just retreat my bishop, right? What about this? That could be kind of fun. Here, if takes, I've opened up my queen to attack this knight, which doesn't do anything yet, but causes problems for them if they try to go here, I think, or here. And if push, I have this, giving myself the A file. All right. The F file looks a little dangerous to me with that rook unobstructed by pawns, or by black pawns anyway. I still like this idea eventually. I'm hoping they'll find this bishop intolerable somehow and try this, but I think now that they move the queen out of the way, that will not happen. I guess this is not so amazing. Oh, they are going to kick me. Interesting. Okay. So I get to make this move at like a slightly lower cost, right? I didn't have to spend my own initiative on it. My opponent spent theirs on making me do this. Yeah, I probably should not take here. I'm just going to maintain this tension. Maybe play this to support it further. Oh, no, it's not my move. I was like, oh, it's letting me move. But no, only because you can pre-move. Now, this is interesting. I thought I played a game a while ago where it didn't let me pre-move pawn diagonally when there was something there. When there was nothing there, rather. Maybe I'm confused and it wasn't letting me pre-move, like... Ah, I can't pre-move here. Well, okay, that's illegal for this guy. I can pre-move this, though. Even though that's always illegal. Huh. There was some position where, like, there's a pawn move I wanted to pre-move, and it was like, you can't do that. Even though there was a legal sequence that would have made it... Or possible sequence that would have made it legal. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. So they're setting up, I think, some kind of tactics where this pawn is going to be in danger if like if takes for example, they have a rook here, then like this pawn will become pinned. Or just rook here pins the pawn, and then you could do something like load up on this. Or actually, I guess already it's in some trouble, but let's do this first. I was sort of planning that anyway, and it deflects the knight from its goal of getting here. And then if they want to remove a defender by pinning this pawn, I could go to one of these spaces. Perhaps. Probably here. I don't know. It's still nice to kind of be aiming at this pawn. Ah, that they don't want to do this because it drops this pawn. Okay, but this also pins that pawn, right? Now if takes, I can't recapture, right? But I could defend the queen. No, the queen's defended. I could. Queen's defended by my knight. What if I just quietly play here? Or what if I just take this pawn now? With tempo against the queen? Hard to argue with that, huh? Also defends this? Yeah, when they moved this pawn, they gave up this knight. They gave up defense of this pawn. It came with tempo against my pawn, but really, what are you doing in there? Get out of there, you weirdo queen! Why don't I just take a pawn and attack you again? Where are you going? Nowhere in my position is vulnerable enough that a queen can just launch herself in there. I guess here my knight is in a bit of danger if the queen retreats to, I don't know, actually get out of here, you dang arrows. Here, where exactly is my knight going? There's nowhere that's, I guess, then back here would be safe. But if here, then he really would be in trouble. I'm just like not too concerned about this queen, I think. I'm just gonna go back and attack her. I won the pawn, now get out of there. Bring some more pieces in. Keep getting tempo against the queen. Make her regret getting involved. And now if I wanted to, I could do this because it's supported by the bishop. Maybe something like this, but then here. Oh, you're letting me do it again, huh? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll see where she decides to go. Over there, yeah. This is a move I would like to make, but can't at the moment. Okay, I'm sort of out of ideas. Here? Takes. Takes? Doesn't seem great. But what if I opened up a rook first? Let's take this one. Then it's sort of dangerous. Takes, takes, takes. This rook is this knight is exposed. He's defended. Okay. But now here? Isn't that fine? I think that'd be fun. No. Yeah, I think it's fine. There's nowhere the queen can move that attacks both of these squares. They're different colors, so I can always retreat. They either add an attacker to this square or discover an attack like so, but they can't do both. Except with knight here, which is obviously wrong. This knight's getting a workout. Which is kind of funny, because I don't know, it feels like he hasn't been supported by a pawn for a long time, which is something that knights like to have, is pawn support. And every piece likes pawn support, right? But knights especially are good at kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Burrowing into little holes in the opponent's position, being supported by a pawn. For example, a knight for black getting here is like disgustingly good. I'm surprised they haven't managed to do that, actually. Okay, I think we had best get the knight out of here before something bad does happen to him. This pawn's in a little bit of danger, but I don't see how they can double up fast enough. I can always retreat here, which I was planning to do. I don't mind being kicked away. Okay. And I could now take here if I want. Do I? Not really. Here? I don't think so. I'm not sure what to do. Queen here. Just move. Do something. Here? That makes the bishop look sort of weak, doesn't it? Okay, let's just take here and see what happens, because I don't have any other better ideas. It gives me this file, sort of, a little bit. I could have done this first, I guess, to make that a bit stronger. I'll reinforce. I should have looked at what they were threatening with this queen. Could be pretty important. Okay, now something sort of serious is going on over here. But not serious enough. I do have it defended twice. Let's just defend it again, just in case. It also makes it easier to double somewhere if I want. this pawn. What can I do about that pawn? Here? Not really. Nah. I'm just like, there's not enough room to do anything. I'm clearly winning, but I'm like not. There's too many pieces for me to see what I should do. Too much going on with pawns. Um. Okay, here. It's defended, so I can't actually. Or no, it's not. I could barrel in here with rooks. I have 3 attackers on it because of the queen. Yeah, I was wondering if that might be the right idea. Don't give the queen somewhere to go. This drops that pawn, though. Okay, we got the elusive pawn diamond. Well done. Okay, get out. Get out. You're dead. I love trading queens. I am so happy about trading queens. Give me this file. Super, super give me this file. Okay. Now you have to trade at least 1 rook. This comes with check, which is insane. That actually is not really a move, is it? But I get the knight? This king is obviously not threatening to checkmate me. It's pretty tough for a king move to deliver checkmate, but not impossible. It can discover an attack on your king from some other piece. Well, I better move the bishop, huh? Let's just go back here. I'll drop that pawn, I don't mind. And just try to promote one of these guys over here. Yeah, come on in. You're invited. Go ahead, you can have it. Yep. Enjoy. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, we got him. I think they might have missed this bishop. I thought they could get behind it in time, but like they thought once I left the safety of this pawn, it was in some danger, but it wasn't actually. I had the bishop here. All right, things got a little bit commentary light at the end when I was struggling a bit with time. Obviously, when they dropped their queen, the position got, or not dropped, but allowed me to trade queens. The position got a lot easier for me. I was clearly winning the whole time, but it was like hard for me to know what to do. And then it suddenly wasn't anymore. Okay, so a slight mistake in the end of the opening, I guess you might say. 0 blunders, 12 inaccuracies, incredible. Hopefully Stockfish won't lecture me about those. It doesn't like pawn here. Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't I don't either, really. Um Well, I kind of do actually. Oh, I think it's saying just take the pawn now while you can, right? I only realized that later that they had vacated this space. I was worried about this eventually becoming pinned and losing control of this square. Well, actually, takes, 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 takes. Ah, knight here. I was gonna say the reason this would didn't seem good to me is like suppose I grab the pawn, then they take here, here, here. I won this pawn, but they won this pawn, right? We're even, and they have an attack against my queen. No, the knight here is defending this space additionally. That's why this is so great. They didn't like bishop here. Why? I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, it says I'm suddenly plus 7.5. So there must be some way to actually win the queen. Or do something more. Oh, we have this. Forks the queen and knight and is defended by my pawn. They have to just run away with the queen, and then I get the knight. Okay. How was I on time at that point? 2:45. And what happened recently? I had just retreated with my knight. Yeah, I never see forks. Like, if you look at my puzzle dashboard, it says you're embarrassingly bad at forks. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's pins I never see. I see forks all the time, although not as much as I used to. What is this? 2294 on attraction. Unbelievable. I don't think that's true at all. Okay. Anyway, we were looking at this. Wow, it even remembers what position I was at. That's great. Um, yeah. So this pawn forks are tricky, and it doesn't immediately look safe because it's leaving the safety of this pawn supporting it. But the knight is there, and I just didn't see that. All right. Well, we won one of the two games. 50% win rate. What's my win rate like anyway in general? Um, I don't know how to find that out. Where is it? Hey, 51%. We did it. I obviously that doesn't mean anything, right? It's just like um they your win rate should always be about 50%. They'll find you stronger opponents if you win more and weaker opponents if you lose more. Um okay. Anyway, I think we're done here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.